it's Terry's Route 50 Super Lot. Now offering guaranteed credit approval to everyone. Good credit, bad credit, or no credit. Terry's Route 50 Super Lot guarantees you credit. We have the largest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs with prices starting at $49.95 and payments as low as $99 a month. Looking to trade? If it moves, we'll trade it for top dollar. So if you're in the market for a pre-owned vehicle, get the best prices with guaranteed credit approval at Terry's Route 50 Super Lot. Terry's Route 50 Super Lot, Burnt Hills.
Miller, the 816 of Jeff Rockefeller are going to start 17th. 18th, the Milkman, Cody Blue. Carroll Parker off the Concy win, going to start 19th. 20th is the number 3 of Doug Flynn. The 3A, last week's winner of Justin Oswalmeyer. Outside of him, the number 45 of Chris McCoy starts 22nd. Final row for the evening, the T31 of Drew Fallon is outside the 916 of DJ Brundage. Also being added to the field is the number 27 of Jeremy Pitts. All right, the field looking for the final green of the evening off corner number 4. Johnny Scarborough, he is going to be scored your race leader. Here comes Robert Bublak up to the outside, 3 wide for position number 2. Bublak with a good run off corner number 2, right there on the back bumper of Scarborough down the backstretch. We had a Jet win the modified feature here. Let's see if a Jet can win the Sportsman off corner number 3 and 4. Robert Bublak working on the outside of Johnny the Jet Scarborough. Scarborough working down off the front stretch. Car way up high. Comes back onto the racing surface. That's the 916 of DJ Brundage. Brundage able to keep it clean and green. The field charges off corner number 2. Here comes Mark Mortensen from his 6th starting spot. He's already up inside the top 3 with a lap and a half in the books. So this 25-lap 602 feature. Another car making some moves up there on the outside. Picked up a heat race win. That's the 50J of Justin Bowler in the ProTech Scales machine. He's right there on the back bumper of Matt Johnson. That's for the number 5 spot. So Bowler on the outside looking into the top 5, trying to get up on the outside of Matt Johnson to grab the number 5 spot down the backstretch. Off corner number 4, picking up your race leader, Johnny Scarborough, already stretching out his advantage. He's your defending track champ, and he is showing us why right now. Robert Bublak trying to catch up to him. Your current Sportsman points leader right now, Mark Mortensen, riding 3rd, 4th, Steve Akers. 5th is a side-by-side battle right now. Justin Bowler on the top side, Matt Johnson down low. Side-by-side, Johnson down on the inside, going to give up the spot. Here comes Rocky Warner, put his nose in the mix as well up there on the outside. Bowler going to get on by, but Johnson going to hold off Warner and Gleason as they charge into corner number 1. Johnson almost gets into the inside retaining wall. 3 wide. Off corner number 4, your race leader, Johnny Scarborough. Still seems to be the strongest car out there right now. Bublak still trying to track him down, not giving up any ground, but it doesn't look like he can gain on him at all. Mark Mortensen still holding on to 3rd. The battle right now for the 4th, 5th, 6th spot. Here comes Rocky Warner, splitting them all over the place. What to the top side around Akers, now down to the inside. Oh, Bowler looking for the number 3 spot. Rocky Warner as they cross the stripe. He's going to be scored 4th, but he is right there side by side with Justin Bowler. Remember, the top side's pushed way out from the modified feature, and Jeremiah Munson almost gets up into the wall over in corner number 1 and 2. He's in a drag race right now, coming up on Johnson. That's Corey Wilder. 3 wide for position numbers 8, 9, and 10 at the back of this one. Car out of shape all over the place. That's the number 14 of Brian Gleason. Came off the top of 4, got a flat tire. Tried to get down to the bottom the best he could, and the field's going to charge around clean and green. Lap number 7 in the books right now. And Gleason's slow on the backstretch. He is trying to get out of the way, let the field pass. John Scarborough going to click off lap number 8. Gleason still limping his way down the backstretch. And he is going to pull to the safety of the infield. The field's going to continue on clean and green. Mark Mortensen starting to reel in Robert Bublak. Only 8 laps in the books. Still got a long way to go. Rocky Warner laid off just a little bit off Bowler. He is becoming patient right now. He has got a lot of laps underneath him here in the Pro Stock and Street Stock division. Now he's trying his hand here at the Sportsman's, doing a good job up inside the top 5. Steve Akers right now rides 6th, 7th. Jeremiah Munson 8th, Dave Constantino 9th, the number 1 of Ray Zemkin. Rounding out your top 10 right now is Matt Johnson. Here comes Corey Wilder up there to the outside. And Cody Blue's going to take a look to the inside. Can't make it stick. So Wilder going to be the only one to get on by, but here comes Matt Johnson right back down to the inside off corner number 2. Meanwhile, back up at the front of this one, Mark Mortensen has caught and now passed Robert Bublak for the number 2 spot. Those are the number 1, 2 spots also in your Sportsman division points here. So they are duking it out for more than just a title here tonight. Rocky Warner still working over Justin Bowler side by side off corner number 2. So Mark Mortensen, he has now got by Robert Bublak. He is setting his sights up there on the 61 of John Scarborough. Less than 10 car lengths separate him. Scarborough doesn't know who's coming, but it is Mark Mortensen. Mortensen that time by 1 second behind. See if he closes that gap with 10 laps. Car around and up against the wall over in corner number 2. Caution lights are on. Tough break, Justin Bowler. So Justin Bowler looped it over in corner number 2. Green. We are under the halfway point. So 12 laps in the books of this 25-lap feature. So we will still be double file. Last chance at the double file. And Mark Mortensen's going to restart right up there on the outside of John Scarborough. So the field fires on the backstretch. Scarborough snookers the rest of the field. Here comes Mortensen down to the inside. Bublak sticking his nose up in there as well. 3 wide. Here comes Rocky Warner. Warner pedaling it as hard as he can up there on the top side. And Scarborough going to be able to hold off the charges of Mortensen. They do a little lane swap. Scarborough goes to the inside. Here comes Mortensen up on the top side. Side by side off corner number 2. Mark Mortensen can't get the go juice going. And he is going to have to back out of that one. Scarborough now takes a lane change to the top side. Here comes Mortensen. Mortensen skating that thing all over the place, trying to find the fast way around off corner number 4 at the halfway point. Scarborough going to be able to hold him off. He's going to drop back down to the inside. Here comes Mortensen right back down. And here comes Ray Zemkin to join the mix. Zemkin now up inside the top 4. His first week back, and he is already up to the number 4 spot as he snuck back by Robert Bublak. So your race heats up in the front of this one. Mortensen trying to make it stick down on the inside. See if there's anything left. Down on the bottom of the speedway, the top's way far out, the bottom's slick. You got to try to find where it is the fastest line around the track, and so far John Scarborough has found it, but less than a car length separates him. Here comes Mortensen one more time down to the inside. Backs out of it, decides to keep it up on the top of the speedway. Now he's going to cut corner number 4 short and drop down to the inside. He's got company right there on the back bumper, Robert Bublak. Rocky Warner up in the number 3 spot. Bublak's in 5th, Ray Zemkin's in 4th. Mortensen again off corner number 2 trying to get a good run, but Scarborough able to keep him behind him. The distance between the front 2 is staying just about the same, about a half a car length, and here comes Rocky Warner. He wants to put his nose into the mix as well. He is your Pro Stock points leader right now. He is trying his hand here at the Sportsman division. See flames coming out of the back end of Mortensen as he goes way up high on the speedway. Side-by-side battle for the lead. Short-lived as Mortensen just waved as he went on by Scarborough. So Scarborough going to try to battle right back, trying to grab the line into corner number 3, off corner number 4. Mortensen putting on a good show up there on the top side. Scarborough squeezes him up to the top side of the speedway. Mortensen backs out. And that puts Rocky Warner right there on the inside, but Mortensen not going to give up. Here he comes off corner number 2 once again. Going to pull right up on the back bumper in front of the Fonda Speedway side. Now drop to the inside. Side by side. See if Mortensen tries the old Scarborough, trying to squeeze him up to the wall off corner number 4. Mortensen going to keep it stuck down to the inside, but right there on the back bumper. As they do this, Rocky Warner got the line out. He is reeling him in. Just about 7 laps remain, so Mortensen can get up to Scarborough, but can he get on by? Good move off corner number 2, snookered him up to the top, now down to the bottom. Now he's looking for the race lead into corner number 3. Mark Mortensen by a bumper. Scarborough gonna battle back. Looks like Mortensen's gonna have the run off corner number 4. He is your new race leader. 19 laps in the books. Here comes Johnny Scarborough once again to the inside. Mortensen just too strong up there on the top side. Scarborough not going to be able to get by him this time. So far, Mark Mortensen looks to be the car to beat out there. And Scarborough's doing everything he can to try to beat him into corner number 4. Off corner number 4, Mark Mortensen, 5 to go. Getting the hey, how you doing sign from Denny. So Mortensen, he is flirting with disaster way up there on the top side of the speedway, though. Scarborough right, 2nd, 3rd, Rocky Warner, 4th, Ray Zemkin, 5th, Robert Bublak, 6th, Dave Constantino, 7th, Jeremiah Munson, 8th, Corey Wilder, 9th, Drew Fallis, 10th, the 172 of Steve Akers, 11th, Cody Blue. Meanwhile, back up front with 4 laps remaining, Rocky Warner got by your defending track champ. He is now up in the number 2 spot, but he is going to run out of time to reel in Mark Mortensen. See if Warner's lap times are quicker than Mortensen's. 1.42 was the difference last time by. This time by off corner number 4, 3 laps going to remain for your race leader, Mark Mortensen. Knows the fast way around. He's atop the Sportsman standings right now. And 1.4 was the distance last time, 1.3 the distance now. So yes, Rocky Warner's quicker, but not quick enough, because this time by, they're going to get the parallel flags. Scarborough still holding on to 3rd, Ray Zemkin trying to reel him in, but Zemkin really not moving any farther forward than he is right now. Robert Bublak gets way up by the tires in corner number 3. Parallel flags in the air. Mark Mortensen, does he have enough to hang on? Rocky Warner really cut the distance that time. 1.3 was the distance off corner number 2 that time by. Mortensen's coming up on lap traffic. Chris McCoy, Carroll Parker right there ahead of him. Kyle Hoffman up there as well. So this time by adds a white flag. Chris McCoy down to the inside. Mortensen going to try to go around on the top side. Each and every lap, Rocky Warner's cutting the distance, but he is going to run out of time. Mortensen off corner number 2, down the backstretch. In front of the Fonda Speedway sign, into corner number 3, through corner number 4. Smooth and steady, call him Silk off the top side. Contending with lap traffic, gonna hang on, pick up the win. Mark Mortensen, 2nd goes to Rocky Warner. 3rd, John Scarborough. 3rd at the line, Ray Zemkin. 4th, John Scarborough. 5th, Robert Bublak. 6th, Dave Constantino. 7th, Jeremiah Munson. 8th, Corey Wilder. 9th, Drew Fallis. And rounding out your top 10 was Steve Akers. So once again, the battle for the 3rd spot went right down to the line, and Ray Zemkin edged off John Scarborough for the number 3 spot. But picking up the win here tonight, the 1M of Mark Mortensen.
All right, crossing the track here with a very excited crew. Mark Mortensen, your victor here in a special 25-lap feature. Jump jack driving of Scotia. You know, I can't tell cars apart. I don't know if it's a TO or Bicknell. I have to learn how to tell them apart. He's got 2 stickers on there for victories here this year so far. He's excited. His crew's excited. Sheldon, are you going to do a backflip? Do it. All right, folks, let's hear it for your 602 feature winner, Mark Mortensen. Woohoo! With Sheldon giving the backflip in honor of Mark's win. Mark, come on over here, buddy. Now be kind. It was a little bit of a tough race for you. I noticed you kind of got blocked there a couple times.
Yeah, you know, whatever. Mid-race, I knew the car was coming on, and I knew eventually I was going to get him. He was slowing up and messing up everywhere, so I had to make sure when I passed him that I passed him clean and clear because I seen what he was trying to do. So
I think he was definitely setting you up, trying to soup you out. I saw him, you know, you wanted to go high and go around him, and he'd go high, and then you set him up in the back and got under him, which isn't where you were running. You were running high.
No, that was, we messed around the car all night, had carburetor problems and stuff, and messed around with the setup, and I changed a couple things right before it came out, and it worked pretty good.
Oh, it worked really good. Who do you need to thank for helping you get here tonight?
Chris and Amy, the crew, Mom, Dad, Brett, Alicia, Andy, Bill Terry, Vinny and Allison. Yeah, and all the sponsors, Jumpin' Jacks, you know, Broadway Manufacturing, Benjamin Moore, Chris Kelly Carpentry, Bill Terry, Wahlberg, all the other ones.
You're just excited. Shake my hand. Folks, let's hear it one more time for your 602 feature winner, Mark Mortensen.
All right, once again, want to say thank you to the good folks at Aaron's. Don't forget, tomorrow between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m., you can catch them up there with all the festivities they had here today, as well as the simulator up there on the hill in Johnstown at their location on Comrie Ave. Make sure you go up there, sign up for the 82-inch TV, tell them you heard about them at Fonda Speedway. Let them know their money's working for them down here at the Track of Champions. Want to say thank you to everyone for coming out here to participate in the 60-lap, $6,000 to win Thunder on the Thruway Series. What a night for Brett Hearn, picking up win number 799, win number 800, picking up the big payday on behalf of promoters Rick and Laura Lucia. All the staff here at the Track of Champions. Mike Mallett, who is not here tonight. My assistant, Mimi Lazaro. My name is Josh Phillips, and I want to say thank you for spending your evening with us, and we'll see you Saturday for double features here back at the track.